Okay. Well, good morning from California anyway. It is just about 9 a.m. on a Thursday morning. Cloudy skies. No precipitation expected today. Traffic may be a little bit extreme because we are approaching the holiday weekend. So if you're going to get to the supermarket or go to the store or do some last minute gift shopping, you probably want to do it today or tomorrow. Traffic on the 8s coming up in 20 minutes. That means nothing. This is going to be a bit of a different stream. I didn't even bother publicizing this one. I didn't post it anywhere. I'm not going to bother. I don't even have my phone with me. It's somewhere in another room because I'm old enough where it doesn't bother me. Because I'm not going to be streaming for a particularly long time, probably about 30 minutes. And then I will probably do a... Well, I'm looking at the clock here. Yeah, I'm going to do this short stream because I just felt like playing Deus Ex, so I figured I'd just stream it. And I'm going to be sipping coffee, so pardon me. I probably should say hotkey for mute. I'm also testing out hotkeys, which for whatever reason I didn't bother to ever do with Twitch. I don't know why I didn't set hotkeys before now, because it makes a lot more sense than jumping between windows. I don't know sometimes what's wrong with me. So I'm going to test that out, make sure it works. It appears to, because at least the one that starts the stream has worked. So I'm going to now go to the starting soon thing. The only problem with this is I can't see the timer for this. So I'm going to have to kind of guess at this and see if I get it right using an actual clock that I can see that I'm looking at right now. So I'm going to do this. Let's see. It's a 60-second timer. So, okay, here we go. Hitting the button. So I'm going to watch this clock and we will see if this works. It should. This should... No, wait, that went to gameplay, so I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I think that was the start... Oh, so you were probably seeing the starting soon graphic. You know what? Let me verify something. Is it on gameplay? It is. Okay. Yeah, I know what I did. Whatever. That's okay. Well, actually, all right, let's verify that this goes to... Be right back. It does. All right. The keys work. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about the fact that I bungled that. Whatever. Let's play. I have not set a mute key, which I will need to do. But for now, we're fine. On the plus side, I believe I have the music working or the sound working from the game properly. Oh, that's right. We left off in the police station where I've just knocked out a police officer. Something that likely will not be looked on very favorably if somebody sees the body. All right, so I can't hack this. That's fine. I don't think I have any... Do I have any more... I do have an auto unlocker. Huh. You know what? Let's go ahead and use it. Oh. Did I just alert everybody? Hold on, let me look. No. Okay. Yay. That's one thing I don't like is... I mean, I know why it happened. It's not... I don't have it in my list of things. So if I do 0 now... Let's see. Does this work? I mean, the reality is I never use flashbangs. I generally in this game, I never use flashbangs. One other weird thing is I don't know on the last stream... Oh, good. Turn off. If the chat thing was working properly. Because somebody had sent me a message and I didn't see it till I had already stopped the game. But it could be... What are these? What is this thing? Oh, this is that push gun. I don't use that. I'll take those, sure. What's this? What is this thing? Generic upgrade, rate of fire. Oh, rate of fire might be useful. Let's see. Let me just drop... Let me drop this for a minute. And see what I can use rate of fire on. Combine. Really? You can't use it on... Hold on a minute. I want to see something else. It's really... I do wish you could use the upgrades. That is one thing that if I were to... Oops. If I were to go back and say, you know... I would suggest something, it would be that you could use these upgrades on the non-lethal stuff. Because, I mean, they still have rate of fire. Yeah, you can't. You can only use it on a sniper rifle, which I'm probably barely ever going to use. It's a shame. It's a nice upgrade. Whatever. All right, let's put this away before I use it accidentally. There we go. All right, so I turned the laser grid off. I don't know where this will get me. I think this will get me into offices. You know what? Let's move this gentleman. Just to make sure. So yeah, the chat overlay, I don't know if that's working properly, even though I have it placed properly in the scene. So actually, if there is actually somebody watching the stream, because it appears there is, do me a favor, just put a test chat thing in there. I'm just curious if it's working, the overlay part, because it should pop up over the game. But I don't think it did on the last stream. I didn't see the message. So either it was that it came at the very end, or it's not working properly. Oh, there's nobody there. But I can't get in there either. So if you can pop a quick chat in there, that would do me a favor. But if you can't, that's no problem. Some people may not be watching in a capacity where they can. It is okay. Well, I must be able to hack this. Yes, because I was going to say, if it's a mission-critical thing. One thing about game design you will quickly see is that, you know, if... What's the word for it? If it's a mission-critical thing, generally you're going to be able to do it. 12 seconds. 12 seconds should be okay. Let's start that running. Ooh, that's a 5. Oh, man, it's going to be close. Woo! Just made it. Okay. Yep, works. Okay. Oh, it's there. It's just really tiny. I wonder if I can... I mean, I'm sure it's because of the... because this is on a 4K screen, so it's scaling. So, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brahma. Thank you. Because I wasn't really sure. Also, another question, since I got a response, is the audio balanced well, or is the music too loud? Hopefully it's... glad you graced our time. Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try tomorrow as well. And then next week I am... actually, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to have time open early. So what I'm hoping is I can do some early streams and... You know, because I know not everybody is able to, you know, obviously you can watch it after the fact. They all get posted, but that's not, you know, it's not quite the same. So I'm going to try to do some earlier streams where oh, this is a public space. Don't do that. Bad grab. Yeah, bad grab is right. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna screw with that guy right now. I'm going to stay in here. Because I did have to mess with some of the game audio settings a little bit, so hopefully I didn't knock those out. Actually, you know what? That guy was by himself. I probably could knock him out. Game audio is somewhat quiet. Oh, interesting. All right, hold on a minute. Let me... Okay. Let me make an adjustment if it's somewhat quiet. Okay, somewhat quiet, meaning too quiet? No, I guess that's what you would mean by somewhat quiet. All right, hold on. Let me, because in my headphones, it's pretty loud. So let me push the audio down in my headphones a bit, and then I won't mind as much pushing it up in here. Wait, well, no, I'll adjust it. I got no problem adjusting it because I just pushed it down in my headphones. So let me bump it up. Voice levels are higher. Yeah, okay. So let me do this. I'm going to bump it up by 3 marks on everything. As long as I keep track of what I'm doing, it's perfectly fine. All right, let me go back. Subtitles won't matter. All right, I did this. All right, let's go back in here. Let me see how it sounds. Okay, it's fine for me now. And, well, now it's very quiet in the games. So this is actually a bad part to test this, but that's okay. I know what I did. I bumped it by 3 things. So let's see if I could shoot this guy without anybody knowing. Since I have so many of these, hopefully he stops and looks out the window again, but I want to be careful in case he... Is he going to cross where I am? That would actually be ideal. I could shoot him in the legs. Oh, I got him. Fall down. Come on, buddy. Oh, no. That is just broken his legs, I would assume. But he's still alive. Therefore, the non-lethal component of my playthrough has been preserved. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm honestly just trying to see if I can get into an office. I gotta look, though, and make sure there's nobody else on this floor. There is somebody. Oh! I see him. All right, hold on. Don't get me wrong. This is ridiculous from so many levels that an adult male would be able to even do this. But, okay, come on. Somebody see him? Nope. Nobody saw. Nobody saw. Oh, this takes so long to drag a guy like this. But I don't want to take the risk that somebody sees me dragging a body. I don't know if they can. But let me know, Brahma, if the sound levels are better once I'm doing something that has more noise. This is a relatively quiet moment in the game, so it's kind of a bad test. I mean, there's background noise, but even in my headphones, this is pretty quiet. So, oh boy, his body did not sound happy about being in here. Okay, search him. Nothing of use. I believe that has now cleared the floor. So, make sure there's nobody in this. Now, that's the one I must have already been in because it has a vent. I have to make sure there's nobody in the actual offices, too, because that would cause a problem. Not a problem. I mean, I'd have to, knock him out. Oh, interesting. Transfer. Well, at some point, this will alert. There it is. And I kind of presume... I really don't know what the benefit of doing this through the two different things is, either. Why do this scissoring thing, or this zigzagging thing is a better word for it. Screw it, I want it. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got in here. I think one of these offices, I believe, has Nuke software in it. A pocket secretary, thank you. All right, let's see. I don't need shotgun cartridges anyway. So as I think, Brahma, you hadn't joined yet. This is going to be a relatively short stream. Probably a set of them. Because essentially what I'm doing is I'm killing a little bit of time, and then I'm going to be killing a little bit more of time. So this stream will probably not be more than 30 minutes, this one, and then I'll probably do another one relatively soon after, just because I have to bring my car to get some tires put on it. And, oh man, I completely screwed this up. So I basically have a little time before I have to go and bring it over, and I'll have a little time. Well, actually, the time I'm killing right now is for my breakfast to cool off. Then I'll be taking my car to go get tires, because it needs them. This is going to be very, very close, if it even happens. Ooh, 2.37 seconds. Whoosh. Okay. Anything interesting in here? Weapon stockpile. About letting me move in for a closer look. Okay. Gang activity. Well, that was kind of useless. It's a good thing I didn't use anything important on that. So, yeah, this stream will not be. Winter tires? No, no, I'm in California. Nobody in California needs winter tires unless you're up in the mountains. No, they're just very old. Because my car, I mean, as far as we can tell, my wife took the car to, her father actually owns an alignment shop. And so they looked at the tires just to make sure, I generally, she takes it once a year just to have everything checked over. Hold on, I'm taking a sip of coffee. And her father looked at the tires and said, I don't think these tires have been changed since you bought the car. Or no, yeah, so that's, I got the car in, I want to say it was 2018, but it may have been 2017. So the tires, they are wearing down anyway. I mean, they probably would need to have been done regardless. But in particular, the fact that they were older, it's just not a good idea to mess around. I mean, look, let's put it this way. I had a set of tires that I let get to a point where literally the tire shredded as I was driving off of the belt. So I don't want to be that stupid again. Now that was back when I was, 20 or so. But ever since then, I'm a little bit more responsible with my tires. So, yeah, I would rather just get newer tires on there and make sure there's no problems, because I have had them for a while and they've been fine. I haven't had any problems. Although I shouldn't say I haven't had any problems. The back right one appears to be losing air more quickly than it should be. Well, we're not finding any holes or nothing obvious. That was yet another reason where it was just a matter of, okay, I'm going to stand up and take a risk here. I don't think anybody's going to see me if I do this. But if they do, I'll just quickly duck. Duck. So it was just made sense. And there was a sale on tires, good tires. You don't want to buy cheap tires. That's one thing that my father-in-law always says, which makes a lot of sense to me, is don't buy cheap, no-name tires. Because, I forgot I was still dragging this guy. Because, when you're going down the road at 65, 70 miles an hour, you don't want to, realize at that point that it was a bad idea to spend a quarter of what normal tires cost on tires. Not to mention, he has seen people bring in tires that have names that he has never heard of. Also something I would not do. So, do you get a set of spares with a new car purchase lease? Yes. Well, okay. I don't know if that's a universal thing. My car, who I bought it from, did include a spare, which I think is fairly standard. But I'll be honest with you. I've only in my entire life purchased 3 cars. The first one was my grandfather's car. So that was a used car, and I don't believe there were any spares, but that was also at a point in my life where I wasn't thinking about things like a spare tire and why it was important. I think that was when I was 18 I bought that car. And promptly totaled it within, 2 years. Because I drove like a moron because I was 18 years old. And then the next car my dad got for me because somebody had, Jesus, guy right there. Wasn't even paying attention. Boom! We're done. Because my father when he was alive, owned a wrecking yard. And so there were times where people would just, they would get a new car and they would bring it to be crushed, but there was actually nothing wrong with the car in some cases. But believe it or not, there were people who didn't even want to, I assume these must be people who had a lot of money, that didn't even want to be bothered with selling the old car. And they would just bring it. This wasn't something that happened every week, don't get me wrong, but there were periods of time, or there would be times where people would simply bring the car in and say, I don't want this car anymore. My dad would give him a couple $100 for it, and then the idea would be that if the car was defective, he would put it in the crusher and crush it, like you would see in a movie. Giant crushing machine. Thing was awesome. I ran it a couple times. It's great. Hold on, coffee. And so somebody had brought in I don't even know what year it was. It had to be I would assume a late 90s Ford Taurus. And that became my second car when I totaled the first one. Because my dad realized he had a moron on his hand at that time and pitied me and gave me another car and said, now the next one I'm not helping you out with. Which was absolutely the right thing to do because, and don't get me wrong, I did end up bashing that car a little bit, but certainly not as bad as the first one. No, that car ended up, I think it was the head gasket went on that car. And then I bought, 4 cars. I forgot, there's a 4th car. And then I bought from my dad for, I'm sure, far less than it was worth. My dad wasn't that, he wasn't like that. I bought a PT Cruiser, 2001 PT Cruiser. And drove that until its head gasket. No, that was, what went on that? It wasn't the head gasket, but it was something else with the engine. I honestly don't remember. And then that led to my current car, which is a Kia Sorento, which I'll be honest, at some point when buying cars is not a complete nightmare in the U.S., I will probably end up giving that car to my wife and buying another one because it's just too big. I don't need a car that is this large. I just really do not need it. And so nothing wrong with the car. The car's great, which makes it all the more kind of galling that it is clearly too large, is that I really like the car, but it's just too large. I don't need a car of the size. And a lot of people will just keep driving a car even though it doesn't make sense. I don't really believe in that. And so my wife likes it. So it's another reason I want to maintain it, because at some point she's going to get that car and then I will get something smaller that's fine for me. Because it's nice that it's got all the room that it does. Don't get me wrong. And I do want a car that's roomy for the driver part. But I'm not hauling stuff around. I don't need all that room in the back. I'd rather have a smaller profile car, which would probably be better on gas if I don't end up with an electric, which just depends, because a lot of the electrics I've looked at, they're very small on the inside. And while I'm certainly not 400 pounds or anything, I am kind of tall. Not extra tall, but I'm 6'2". So I like a lot of space. I have long legs. So that's been the biggest problem with electrics, is I haven't found one that's reasonably priced too. I don't have $200,000 to drop in a car. So trying to find a car that's got the space and that's reliable, because some of these electric cars, and I've read some really terrible things from actual owners, not from whatever magazine they've generously donated a car to. 200. Well, yeah, I'm just saying a lot of the electric cars I've looked at that are spacious, not 200K, I'm exaggerating, but they tend to be on the more expensive side. They're not 200,000. And that would be like Tesla money, which I'm not buying. But I'm also not going to spend $70,000 on a car. I'm just not. So trying to find a car in the sweet spot is tricky. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm also not going to try to buy a car for $5,000. I don't want something that's going to fall apart. Just got a hybrid at 50K. Yeah, okay, so that's not bad. That's reasonable. I would have no problem with that. The thing I haven't found is one that's around that price range that has a combination of reliability and room. I got into one, I can't remember who made it. I got into one, and I'm not kidding. I wish somebody had filmed it because it had to have looked like, I don't even know how comedic it must have been. The only analog I would have to it is imagine Shaquille O'Neal getting into a Volkswagen Bug. It had to be something along those lines. Again, I'm not as big as he is, but trying to get my legs into that car, and then not only that, but to just operate the brake pedal, my knee was jammed into the steering wheel, which I just cannot imagine is a safe way to drive. And this is with the seat all the way back. So, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I'm just finishing my coffee for a second. And the other thing is, it's just now Toyota Yaris Crosses for small frame people. I wasn't one of those, but I saw that and went right away. No, that's not going to work. I knew that looking at that car, which is a shame too. I don't think Toyota has one because I like Toyotas. Toyotas actually are relatively good cars. They're a little more expensive, but relatively, which is okay though because they do have good safety records, or at least they did. I don't know if something has changed in the current models. Outside of the, the exploding... Oh, there's two guys in there. Okay, that's going to be a little rough. Outside of the exploding, what's the word for it? The airbag thing. Which, look, I don't even get all that bent out of shape about stuff like that anymore because so many cars now have so many recalls for so many different things that it's almost just, well, pick the headache you want to put up with when it comes to cars now. Which is an extraordinary thing to consider, but it's just the reality of it. So at some point, it's not anything urgent. There's nothing wrong with my car now. That's why but that's what I mean about it. That's why I want to stay on top of it and not get lax about things. Oh, the recalls? Or you mean the airbag thing? Yeah, I don't know. It could be. That might be a US only thing. The Takata airbags, I know, was the thing. Let's see if I can get this guy out of the way before anybody sees anything. Move this guy really quick. But that could be US only. And the recalls also could be US only because the way that consumer safety is treated in the US is certainly different than other places. Whoa, that guy's not having a good time there. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Imagine you suddenly fall asleep somewhere and wake up in an air vent. I imagine you'd have a couple of rough minutes. In any event. Yeah. So, yes, the way that consumer safety is treated in the U.S. is not necessarily top of mind. Or at least it's not very effectively done. I'll say it like that. It's probably the kindest way I can put it. Whoa, whoops. That happens once in a while. My mouse will jump upwards. Is this the outside door? Oh, no, this is another vent. Amazing nobody notices all these vents open either. So, anyway. Very, 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 very long way of saying I'm going to get my tires done today because I'm trying to keep my car in good shape. So, they will be getting new tires. Whoa, oh, that must be the external vent. Didn't really realize that. So that's why this stream will not be particularly long. I'm going to eat breakfast in a few minutes. And then I will... Undetected. I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Why did everything fail? Quick comment. The ASXHN has the worst story. Oh, yeah, it does. I don't know why this thing just failed. What happened? I went outside. How was that a Oh, whatever. Okay. And how was I detected? Yeah, it's... And that's one of those things where you sit there and go, is that because the game, the development didn't get to be finished? You know, what was the reasoning for that? I really don't know what it is. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on in. Come on over here, buddy. But it's not great. But it's a great world to wander around in. I really like... oh, jeez. What is it? Mankind Divided? Wait. Yeah, Mankind Divided. Yeah, not a great story. I mean, don't get me wrong. The story in this one... It's possible to leave a story. Yeah, it is. It is impossible. I don't remember any of it. Even this game, if I'm being honest, does not have... The main story of this game is not great. Which is just, you know, the guy who's bitter about augmentations. And sorry if it's a spoiler for anybody watching this. There's only one person, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's not a great story. It's very familiar. What is the strength of this game? Well, I did have the 3 dev team. Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying is it seems very evident that was a troubled production for a number of reasons. So, you know, that's one of those things where you go, you know. What I like about this game's story, the part of the story of this game that I actually think is very good. Oh, there's a guy coming over here, isn't there? Is there? Oh, yeah, there he is. Let's see if I can get on this guy. Oh, okay. No, we're good. We're good. I got him. What is he staring at? What is this guy looking at? Nothing anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that I let that go because it's pretty clear that it wasn't done the way it should have been done. Whereas the gameplay and the environments are really good. So it's clear that there was care in the art direction and all that stuff. The story, yeah, is not good. This game's story's strength, I think, is in the betrayal element. The girlfriend who took his DNA and all that stuff. That's really, really interesting and different because... I mean, they don't really get into it enough. That's the problem. The game ends and it's just kind of, you know, not really delved into. But this character, the Adam Jensen character, is really a pretty victimized person after the events at the lab because he finds out that it's because the stealth action section. Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
I'd very much like to meet with David Seraph in person.
Oh, that's the TV. Jeez, it's so weird how the audio is coming off of that.
These attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front.
William Tech. Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
My people have worked tirelessly.
But that's what I like about this game is that it has that betrayal element because typically in a game like this, oh, the cops don't care that I'm just. Well, I know they knew I was supposed to be in here, but I didn't think I was supposed to just be strolling around like this. Really, nobody cares? Interesting. Those guys have large guns. I didn't realize I could just casually stroll on all the floors. I've been stealthing this for no reason. Excuse me, sir. Okay, well, that's fine. It's kind of hilarious, really. So does this camera not care that I'm here? This camera doesn't care that I'm here. I've been doing all this for nothing. All right, let's get to the meat of what this thing is. I've been walking around all careful for no reason. I mean, you know, I like exploring stuff, don't get me wrong, but obviously I didn't have to be quite as careful as I was being. So that guy's asleep, so can I just take this? Will he not care? Alright, hold on. I mean, since I have a minute. Drop the ammo. The police, yeah, this is the police station. And I got the clearance from the front desk guy, but I just assumed that the cops would not want me wandering on other floors. I didn't remember that I could just wander around like this. I thought it was a thing where you could only go to... Ooh, wow, credits, thank you. Where you were only allowed to go to the one place you were allowed to go to. But apparently I could just walk everywhere because the guy said I could. Which is great, but yeah, I was playing this much more carefully than obviously was necessary. Alright, let's see. Oh, that was worth getting. Okay, so can I come out of this office or will somebody be upset? No, nobody cares. Interesting, okay. Oh, come on, they go third person. Well, yeah, it's true. Hey, I'm, you know. All right, let's see. Okay, let's go down here. Let's go down here.
Humanity Front.
Let's go down here. And floor 1, so the morgue is to the right.
Extremely regrettable affair.
And then I think the morgue is back here. Hi, everybody. Excuse me. How you doing? Yep, heavily augmented guy coming through. Don't worry about it. Let's take the elevator, I guess. Why not? No reason not to. Well, yeah. Guy playing on his phone. What else is new? That's pretty much reminiscent of reality. Or not, representative of reality. Everybody's on their phones now. Okay. Speaking of phone, look at that. Okay. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Random just data pads sitting there. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here either. Let's see. Just opening lockers. Locker check, everybody. Don't worry about it. Random guy opening police lockers. Nothing to see here. I don't want that gun. Okay. I don't know if that's proper storage of firearms in the police station. Just saying. Going to be talking to OSHA about that. Okay. Sewers. Okay. I don't think I need to go in the sewers because I'm holding cells. Interesting. Oh, just open. No need to even unlock that. Is there anything I care about in here? A couple guys. And a woman. 2 women. In amazing outfits.
Sorry, baby. Can't do it through the bars.
I love the beret, or the hat. It's not a beret. I love the hat with this outfit. That is a combination. Guy in the office. Oh, door's open. Can I just stroll in here? Really? You guys just don't care. Okay, here's a question. Can I steal from your... You know what? I'm not going to steal right in front of the cop. That just seems like a bad idea. No, no. Why are you taking your gun out? Stop. We are not trying to fight the cops. Jeez.
About time. You the home sec guy I was ordered to wait for? Tell
Yeah,
me
well, I mean, all this is partially based around cross-console support, so yeah.
Right. So you recovered the neural hub?
Tricky bit of work that was. A few inches lower and the bullet would have fried more than just the pedal connectors. As it is, I can't guarantee you'll get anything useful out of it, other than the fact that it's been modified.
Modified? With what?
Some kind of wet drive. But hey, I didn't look.
Audio better now?
Ultraviolet means ultraviolet, and I know how touchy you guys get when it comes to matters of national security. He's all yours. The hub's been detached, but I left it in the skull as ordered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got paperwork to fix.
Okay. I've got paperwork to fix. This is one area where, you know, you'd sit there and go, would he not check credentials? Not with this guy walking
Boss,
in.
I got the neural hub. Looks like it's been modified with some kind of wet drive. Pritchard should have a look at it.
I don't know how he did an autopsy, but I guess he was told not to.
His diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Sure.
Especially if the tech is military.
Ooh,
so what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
Oh, the apartment. I remember the apartment. It's cool looking. Do I knock this guy out? Is there anything on his computer I need? I'm trying to remember. Well, nobody's around. He can take a nap. Ugh! Done. Okay. Sorry, man. Really not. Didn't want to just, you know. Wasn't trying. I don't like injuring people, but, you know. There's no way for me to pick the kind of, the thing where you choke the person out. Even though, you know, in real life, of course, that could seriously kill somebody. But it'd be nice if you could pick, you know, soft knockout or something. But I understand. That's not how this game is crafted. Come on.
Access
Done.
granted.
All right. Thank you. Anything interesting here? No, it's because he's a captain personnel. It's nothing that matters. Okay. Let's see. Lovely. I love the spam bots. You know, there's a part of me that sits here and goes, "Oh, spam bot even decided to come by my channel. That's nice. That's nice. There's no chance in hell I'm going to use you, but that's nice." You know, I rank that base level of something where a spam bot thinks that I am in any position to need promotion. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's a vent there. Okay. Well, we will... I think actually this will be good. What I'll do is I will head over to... I will exit the police station first. Let me get out of here. And then I think that's where I will... That's how Twitch career start. Yeah, a lot. I'm sure you're right, but that's not what I'm interested in, so I will pass. I don't think I would ever be the right person for a Twitch career. Just don't think I'd last too long in that particular profession. Let me just look here. Oh, it's just the men's room. All right, and I'm not going to break in there. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna exit out of here. So let me get to the outside. Now, even though it's auto saving, I'll do a quick save. And what I will do is I will save it, and then I'm going to try the. Actually, I'll have you verify this. So let me do a save. There we go. All right. So hopefully this will switch to the be right back screen. So let me know if it does. Okay. Hopefully that did the little pixel fade into the be right back screen. I'm just making sure the hotkeys work. Let's see if that works. So just let me know if it's now saying be right back. If it did, that's good, because that means I've been... Ah, excellent. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a couple of earlier streams. So look for those probably over the next week or two. And I'm probably going to do some art ones and game ones. Just depends how much time. If I have shorter time, I'll do the game. I don't like to start drawing and only draw for 20 minutes. In any event, have a good rest of your day. And see everybody on the next stream. All right.